What's up YouTube, it's P. We're back at it with Domain Ramp. We added Atraxas this time instead of last week, and the rest of the list is based off of a Bant list that recently won a tournament before LCI. This is probably the go-to list for best of 3. I've converted it a little bit down to a best of 1 list. We went down 1 Wandering Emperor, and we went down 1 Negate that I had in the list, up and went up to Atraxas. Atraxas is just a game that wins, a card that wins itself, and I'm hoping that we get some good games. I'll see you in the first one. Okay, we're back. Hand so far is pretty good. We're looking at 2 of our 3 colors, but Lay Down Arms, March, and Wandering Emperor. Likely we'll draw another land. I think this is a keep. Would like to see all 3 of our colors, but 2 lands, we get Sunfall, and in best of 1, early game reaction really matters, so we'll keep it. That's our green mana, so we're looking good there. As well as planes, March can get up to a 4 this game. I was wondering if we were playing enchantments because I don't see any other decks ever play this, but it looks like we're playing the lands list with the tortoise as well as the caves. Probably seeing some splunking this game. No splunking right away. Get done up the beanstalk while we can. Maybe we'll draw a tap land that we'll play instead of. Opponent really wants us to ramp. We'll take the action. This will let us draw 1 less card. Get a red source on the field. Double Lay Down Arms is good. So our opponent ramped us into Sunfall. They get their own up the beanstalk. I'm debating on pitching a Lay Down Arms, but I don't really want to, so we'll just go to my turn. And then we'll March X2, I think. As opponent showed, that card's good enough to be banned. I think we should do the same. And now we're winning the Beanstalk Wars. Okay, we got the Atraxa. 2 land drops means it's playable. He's got what is Standard coming to? We play a Beanstalk list and all we see is the Beanstalks. We're gonna play the Otawara because we need to get our 7 lands. I think we're going to be ahead in general on this game, so. What is that? Expel the Interlopers. Is that actually a good land? Is there any reason to believe we'll get blown out by playing Wandering Emperor here? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. That was a quick one. We were ahead on board anyways. We will see you guys in game 2. Alright, welcome back. We're on to game 2. We're playing the deck that got us to Mythic last season, Bant Ramp. Splashing for Atraxa and Leyline Binding. This hand is not really keepable. We don't really have the ability to play Dissipate. Leyline Binding's too expensive. I like this hand better, but at the same time, it's still kind of rough. We're gonna go down up planes and keep it though. Lay Down Arms should be able to handle any early game threat. That kind of makes me wish I played the Dream Root, but that's okay. Adversary is going to get to hit us for 2. Next turn we can Lay Down Arms, keep up March, and keep up. Ooh. Let's do Beanstalk instead. I don't think this adversary is good enough for me to have to lay down arms, so we'll hold it in case they play squeak. Godric is definitely better than the laydown than what the laydown arms can hit, and the Bloodthirsty. So if we draw a Plains or any of our tap lands, we will hit this Godric. There's no reason I'm pitching anything while we're here. So another Beanstalk's not horrible. If we play another Beanstalk, pitching Leyline Binding and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have to pitch another white card plus Leyline Binding to get the draw, but it would replace the 2 white cards. I think it's worth it. That's Sunfall. I'm gonna get rid of the Bloodthirsty now. I think. So worst comes to worst, they hit us for 8 next turn, 9 a lot. Maybe keeping up March is better. Well, we're gonna keep up March. If this Godric gets too big, we just die, and that's scary. Lay down arms plus Leyline Binding, pitching draws us 2 more cards anyways. Okay. Hinty. What do they pitch here? No discard. Okay. We're gonna pass the blockers, let them try to react here. If they use a spell, we will pay 5 total. Pitching Sunfall and Leyline Binding. Happy to see another Laydown Arms. Was really hoping we'd get the land draw from the other one, but it's not bad to get it here. We may be able to stabilize from here, depending on what our opponent's hand is. If it's double Lightning Bolt, we're just gonna die. If it's Lightning Bolt in general, we'll probably just die. So I think the play is activate this so we can gain 3. We'll go to combat, swing with the 3. We'll lay down arms, our own creature, to give us a little bit of leeway, and we'll Horned Lockwell the Shivan Dragon. Yep. If our opponent spends his next turn casting Shivan Dragon for all their mana, I am not upset. We'll pass the turn. We can also Mirrex. We'll get rid of it. Well, we can. Can Mirrex and lay down arms our own Mirrex, which is sad, but yeah. If it enters the battlefield tapped unless it's your turn, so we'll get it down now. And then I think we do want to give ourselves a little bit more padding. I think that we'll original list was playing this click, but I added this not too long ago. I really liked it. It performed very well on the games I had it, and there's not a whole lot of vigilance creatures that in the format kind of scare me. Besides Atraxa. Atraxa is really good. Okay. If they swing, we got Lockwell, and we got Threadbind. I feel pretty comfortable to attack, which feels weird saying. I feel like we are definitely behind, but we need to start putting pressure. We will win. We will not win unless we do. Adversary, recast, play with fire, I'm assuming. It's okay, we can deal with both of these. We'll just destroy the Bloodthirsty, put the etchings on top of the library. And keep up Syncopate in case they draw Lightning Strike. If they draw Lightning Strike, we need to be able to Syncopate for 4. Still have no black mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We lose to Thundermaw draw if we play Lockwell. We can not really play anything, so I think we just counter whatever their draw is next turn and we should win. Ideally. So Inti doesn't really have haste. Do I care about Inti? No. It's a blocker, but unless if this card deals 4 to any target, we win, right? Yeah, we should just win. Yeah, okay. Easy game 2. Got a little close there, but mono red's always scary, so. And yes, definitely had fun. Okay, see you guys in game 3. Alright, we're back to game 3. Very keepable hand here. These games have been going really quick. Best of 1 games typically do that, especially when you're playing a control list. If somebody gets mad, instead of playing it through, they just kind of counter you by leaving the game. It's not really worth the time to stay in a lobby when you're just trying to make your gold back. Do we want to hold up? I think we want to hold up the counter spell this turn. We can't play Leyline Binding for cheap yet, and I'm glad we did. That gets rid of Jace. We'll play the Cascade. Probably should have played the Beanstalk list first, in case if we drew a tap land, but we weren't punished for it. I think we're playing the Planeswalker Tribal list that we played in the last video. If I play Jetmir's Leyline Binding costs 2, we don't have black mana, which means we can't Leyline Binding and... Let's play the Beanstalk first. And then we'll play the Jet Muse. They're gonna go into Ashiok next turn. We'll have to get rid of the Sorin before we get rid of the Ashiok, I think. And the Wandering Emperor. Still no black mana. Let's get rid of the Sorin while we can. There's the black mana. There's the another binding. These things are going to get big if we leave them be too long. And we have Sunfall. I'm not too worried about it. Do we want to discard? We'll eat the eat it now. I'd say that was a pretty good turn. 4 draws, we see another Leyline Binding. If they play Farewell though, this might be a little terrifying. Get lost, get back Ashiok. 2 more. And they're holding up Wandering Emperor mana. That's fun. Do we want to deck our... No, we don't. We don't. We'll Sunfall. Well, we can. Get rid of these. We played 2 cards, right? Should see a Wandering Emperor here. Pitched the Painland. Surprised we didn't see the Emperor. March would be so sweet if it hits Planeswalkers. Anyways, we'll just uptick our 3/3. If they block here, we'll Wandering Emperor. If they Wandering Emperor, make a 2/2.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Oh, that's... Kind of forgot that was a possibility. That's not too bad though. Good game.
My judgment is fun.
Opponent seems very cocky. These things are going to get big. He is very right.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Opponent, if you keep playing lands, we're just going to win the game. I'm going to take my beats, I think. Ooh. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can Emperor ourselves. Make it 2/2.
But we must
Go to my turn. Got a lot of lands. We're gonna tick up here. That's fun. Does it fizzle? Do I still get to look? No, I still don't. I don't get to look. Exile the yards. Make it 2/2. The Ashiok can't really do too much here. He can go down, or he can pull a card from his hand. I'm not too worried about the Wandering Emperor. We have the march for that. Opponent GG'd us.
Let your blade do the talking.
What do you even have happening over here? Opponent, you have 4 cards left. This is a 4/4 shark with Death Touch. So, wait, what does this say? Creature enchantment with mana value X or less. So technically, couldn't I just pay 0 and exile it? Feels good, feels strong. Alright, we can clear up some of their planeswalkers here. They are out of mana, right? Yeah. We will, while we're here, Leyline Binding out their 2/2. We'll tick up here. Get down a land for turn, activate this. Kill the Ashiok, kill the Wandering Emperor, hold up Dissipate, and I'm feeling pretty ahead. March will likely just kill one of my tokens here. Land draw's not good for them anyways. Celestis. Yeah, that's fun. Let's cycle with the Jet Muse. We need to be apparent. We're 30 cards in. And go to our turn. I may dissipate the March. I think dissipating the March might be actually the best play. That's fine. And the third Beanstalk might be a little too much. Well, let's activate this, see what our top card is. See if it's worth drawing. Not really. I think we're pretty far ahead. We can get down our click. We still have enough mana for Dissipate. Opponent's down to 2 cards and a March. Fateful Absence. What are you looting away, opponent? This is a game where our opponent GG'd us too. Might get rid of this Celestis with Beseju. If we counterspell their Fateful Absence here.
Remember your training.
We'll dissipate it. Make them use 2. Yes, they're gonna get more spells. But if they're also marching it here, we can, if we're really worried about it, flash in our other. Oh. But I'm not really too worried about this Soren. We'll get it killed next turn. I do want to get channel this on the Celestis though. This Soren has bought them a lot of turns though. Me attacking it probably hasn't been the best play.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Can we just... Sure.
For the sake of the future, I will defend the past.
Oh, it draws a card.
I am here to learn.
Third Leyline Binding.
Truth still eludes me.
Syncopate is awesome here. Which means we can start going big. Kill the Soren. I'm okay with that. We can just lay down our arms it. That's fun. Soren will draw them another card, which is sad. We should have probably dealt with it, but
May your blade strike true.
25 cards left in the lobby. Opponent needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got to syncopate for 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Double Sunfall. That's a Vraska.
Dire tactics.
We can Otawara our own creature.
Guards, to
And
me.
our own Leyline Binding if we really need to deal with it. Bonus down to 7. The Soren is slightly killing them, which is good for us. Turn target artifact. Okay, yeah, I can hit ours. If they just turn our 2/2 to a treasure, I'm not mad. Sure.
I bring my own army.
Yep, that's fine. We will put it on top or bottom of the library, and then we'll cast our whale in a minute. Oh, jeez, this is such a frustrating draw.
Focus on the facts.
Make me mill 5. I'm at 22. It's okay. They already answered our. They already answered with all they have. We're just gonna bounce this with Otawara, and we win. Good game, opponent, good game. That's why you don't early GG. Alright, okay, we're back for game 4. We're on a decent hot streak right now. So far, every game has been pretty quick. Our last one versus that Planeswalker deck was close. I feel like we were in the lead most of the game, but it feels real good to get back from the good games that our opponent gave us. Looks like we got another mono red matchup. I'd like to see another. I'd like to see another plains draw. Hopefully he's just powering a one drop. Yeah, okay. That means no buff spell. Play the island. It'll work better with the leyline binding. Next one we can dream root and leyline binding if they play something massive. Or yeah, we gotta get rid of that right away. Dream root. Play the leyline binding. Get rid of this forge while we can. Okay. Opponent's got 3 mana. I would love to see them just fire up the Mishra's Foundry and attack us. I think that's our best bet. If they use only burn spells as well, not too bad. I don't really want to see any big creatures here. Lightning Strike puts us at a virtual 11. I mean, virtual 8. And then that's 6. Still haven't drawn the double white mana. I think it's Wandering Emperor. If he's got no more creatures, we are okay. If his play is activate Foundry, kill Wandering Emperor, and don't cast Strike, that's basically a gain 5. Kamano doesn't do me anything here, sadly.
Until next time, then.
Okay. Graffine's Tower is finally a good draw. If we draw a land, we can play Atraxa. We can hold up Syncopate for any sort of big damage here. If they try to cast a spell instead of attacking us, we can draw. So we'll counter it unless they pay 4. Now draw us a card, hopefully a land. Untapped land would be preferred, but we did say hopefully a land. This will put us to 5. Horn Lockwell is an awesome draw. So this will hold up Leyline Binding and Lockwell. If his play is just attack with both of these, we're pretty good. We'll Lockwell with Foundry, so he's down a land, and binding the let's see if he does anything. And we still have Syncopate for X2 if we need to. Nothing out of our opponent will cycle. Do we get a strike here? Play with fire. Maybe. So we're at 8 mana. They don't kill us with Foundry. But if we play Atraxa and they do nothing, we lose. I mean, so let's just go to their turn. I don't really want to Atraxa plus like exile at game 3 on our Atraxa. That wouldn't be a great idea. I think I'd rather hold up Mirex this turn if need be, Horn Lockwhale their Foundry back in their deck. And we'll bounce the Foundry. Play the Lockwhale. Just hoping for another land draw. It may be dumb, but I think we might be leyline binding our, we may be lockwhaling our own lay down arms. Man, I cannot talk today. We may be lay down armsing our own Lockwhale, because we have a second one. We'll get in for 6 and then do so. We are too close to death right now, so. Oh, we can't. We don't have enough planes. Alright, opponent. 2 damage, you kill us. It can't be in swings, and we know your top card is not. Actually, you didn't keep it up there. Alright, opponent, can you kill us without swinging? You're in burn. Mono red. If not, we turn the corner here. Show me your burn spell. Show me your burn spell. Never didn't have it. He had a Godric. Play with fire? Come on. Oh, we were so close. So close. That was gut-wrenching. Man. Okay, not too bad. I'll see you in the next game. Okay, we're into game 5. After a gut-wrenching loss to mono red. It hurts when you lose to mono red, man. It doesn't look like we're going to need leyline binding on turn 2, so I'd rather get the beanstalk down while we can. So we're playing against some ramp list. Looks like Bant ramp. We'll get the second beanstalk down. Still looking for our black mana. Azusa, many journeys. No ramp though. I want to be able to hold up both Make Disappear and leyline binding. Try to draw into some more action here. Don't really want a turtle resolving. That's our black mana. So now we have both click and leyline binding here. Kind of scared of what they're ramping to. So get away with the click here. That's fun. I was thinking maybe casting Leyline Binding there in response, but it doesn't really work if our opponents. I don't think it would have mattered, and I don't really have a Force of Negation in Standard, which is what I was thinking I could play. We'll get our click down. And then we're going to start holding these tri-lands for cycling purposes. On the right side, we should be able to lay down to arms any massive play they have. Right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get up to 7. Should I let them untap and get another play? Untap up to 3 lands. We can trade with it. I'm gonna trade with it. This might be the wrong play. Opponent ramped 1 turn and then a second. I don't think they've seen more than 3 lands this game. So this is just a handful of action and nothing to do. Yeah, just a handful of action with nothing to do. If the Topiary Stomper is not going to do anything, we're not going to do anything. No attackers. We'll cycle Aspara Headquarters. I don't think we'll see an attacker anytime soon, and I want to start pressuring. We'll get the lock ball down. Double Leyline Binding draw is pretty good. Okay. Not bad. Not the best outcome there. Would have definitely rather had my creature, but we also can't really deal with the Vine Stalk if it does get to attack. That's a big syncopate. His opponent's 1 land away from really doing anything. We might start casting these Leyline Bindings, but there really hasn't been anything that makes us do it yet. And there's the 1 land. I'll take my beach for the turn. See if I can get anything to counter out of them. No. That's fine. I'll lay down Arms Stomper. Keep Wandering Emperor up for the Vine Stalk. They decide to attack with it. And if our play is just this Memory Deluge, I think we syncopate it and draw 2. I think we syncopate it and draw 2. I don't really want to deal with this with the Leyline Binding, so I guess I'll keep taking my beats. And we got our win count online. have a syncopate for this one.
Faced with tragedy, even observers need to take action. There is much the past can teach us.
Get lost is a little bit concerning. I'm going to get rid of this now. This card has been, my health is getting too low.
I'm not overconfident. We're just underwhelming.
And if there's no play, we're going to Murex into the, so we
You're
can
not
plus
much
on
of
it
a roadblock.
and hit Teferi. Try to get Teferi down without using the Leyline Binding. See if we draw a bunch of lands. Keep it on top. Keep it on top. Now 4/4
Show them
Infector.
how we rate our enemies.
Put the fairy down to 1 so it doesn't make a creature. Then they have to get lost it. That's fine. We'll put it on the bottom. And we'll Leyline Binding their Teferi away so they don't get an extra draw. If we have to, we'll dissipate their get lost if they have one. I'll also probably dissipate the Memory Deluge. Feels like it's going to be a long one. If they make this appear, so we let Get Lost resolve. They get back to Fairy, but
You know, I've always got time to fight.
I think I messed that up.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
I think I did mess that up.
I
Make
lost
a
the
Murex.
battle, not the war.
Play the lands that are. We'll activate this. Double Beanstalk is so stupid. Activate this. Keep the Wandering Emperor.
We must
Offer the user a trade. They can't refuse. Apparently they can. They'll take the 2. So we have 2 Get Lost to 2 Leyline Bindings. We'll Lockwell away the Spirit Token if we need to. It'd be a little upsetting to get Make Disappear sacking this, because we kind of want this Lockwell. Three, 6, 2. Farewell. Interesting. I think we're going to pick up our Leyline Binding here.
No matter the time or place, I'm
Let
ready.
this resolve.
I am here to learn.
We'll make a Murex token. Play the land we can't refuse. Get rid of the Teferi. Make this Mirrex token a lethal threat. And get in there.
This fight.
We'll play a Lockwell at the end of their turn if we need to. 4/6 and be able to still activate Mirrex. These Vine Stalks have not been very good for the opponent. Milling the second Farewell also is pretty good for us. And our opponent kind of saved us from decking ourselves. We're really good at playing the long game, but I am very bad at almost milling out. Not the right person when it comes to some of these games. This is still all the end steps, so we'll activate the Mirrex too. This costs 4 mana activate. They have the 4 mana. We'll take up this. And if he activates, we'll just kill it. Opponent is very adamant on get losting our leyline bindings. Luckily, we have 1 million.
Even observers to take action. And I don't know everything about chronomancy.
I'm surprised opponents chump block in here. I feel like they need this tortoise, so my assumption is this means they're getting a Sunfall. Depopulate. Yep. That's fun. There's another tortoise. We'll activate our Mirrex in response. Cycle away the Rafine's Tower. And then we'll go to my turn. Let's make the world's strongest might again. Hopefully. At least 1+1 counter, please. We don't need the 2 lands off the top. March is a good draw. Make the world's strongest turtle.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I guess this isn't a turtle. It's a parasite, right? Yeah, it's a parasite. We have negate for another get lost if they have it. We've gone through so many planeswalkers this game. Let's see. 1 Teferi, 1 Nissa. I guess it's not as much as I thought. This is 2 Teferi, 1 Nissa. Last one was a lot more. And we get the rope. Are we getting a double activate on the Vine Stalks? I will deal with both, I think. I will trade the llama. What are we swinging at is the real question. 610, this is 13 to face, so. Yep, we'll do it. Keep the new one.
Finally, I'm home.
Exile the vine stuff. We don't really want them to have it.
You're done.
Sage you the other one. And honestly, we'll Leyline Blind in the last one too. Hold up our negate for anything else that's really crucial. We have a march if we need it.
We've got the edge of this.
If it's just depopulate, I'll let it happen. If it's memory deluge, we'll let it happen. We can't do anything about a stopper. My dude's got so many manlands though. If he's activating Vine Stalk, we just hit it with March. Let's not forget to make our Mirax token. Go to my turn. So many land draws, dude.
Strike fast.
Next combat,
Hard.
he'll get to eat our 2/2, but we should still get 2 in here. And if he activates a land to block, we'll Sunfall. That's fine. We get lost number 4. That's obnoxious. We'll put it to the bottom. There's a chance we lose this game still. Opponent has 2 manlands available to them. And so many cards they can see. It's crazy because I thought like so far we were so far ahead. Given the chance, we'll march here. March X3. I know we haven't seen an Atraxa yet. The Atraxa would have been really good. Opponent is very close to dying with Infect. We have to negate that. Who plays 3 Farewells in their deck? And they get the Lockball down. We'll make another Mirax token. We find our Deluge, which is awesome. Sunfall. Create a 2/2. We have our memory deluge if we need to. We have a massive syncopate. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got another march if they activate one of their manlands. Looks like they're doing so. That's going to be a lot of their mana for the turn. Let's let them move to combat, so they don't have a whole lot to do with it. And we'll eat this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we can cast Deluge now, so we'll probably activate the incubator. Pass to attackers, let the green mana phase. Oh, they still have a bird token too. I'll block it. Okay, I figured. We'll activate this as well. Created 2-2.
Guards, to me.
Another Lockwell. Can syncopate X1. And we get to eat a Lockwell. Feeling pretty confident. We'll Deluge now. Grab the Emperor, I think, and the Atraxa. I want to be able to hold up another Murex activation instead of playing the Atraxa. But I'm feeling pretty good where we're at. Opponent's gonna see a lot of cards here. It's crazy, but they get to survive another turn. I have 3 potential blockers for this Murex token. We're down to 15 cards in deck too. Let's see what 7 of those are. There's not many here I want to take. I'll take the Syncopate, take the second Atraxa, I'll take the Aganjo because it deals with one of their manlands if it attacks. And then we'll leave the other 3 in there because we have too many cards. There's 2 little cards left. The plus targeting the token, we don't really want to run it into a creature right now.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Because the more of them we have, the better. Atraxa plussing from the Wandering Emperor will also win us this game. Sure. Surprised he didn't Memory Deluge at end of turn. Land draw is good for us. I think we may have it here. We'll let the Memory Deluge spend all their mana on it. They have a flying blocker, which is a little frustrating. We won't be able to get around that for 1 turn, but opponent cast Depopulate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can we X10? Do we have enough mana? We do not. Sure. So he can't really cast Memory Deluge because then he doesn't have mana up to make a creature, and he has to block a Infect token, otherwise he loses. Oh man, this is a close game. I'm at 11 cards left. We will end up syncopating here in a minute. Opponent is roping. I don't see a way out of them for them to win this game. If we just play Atraxa without drawing too many cards or grabbing the last syncopate in our deck, we should win. I think I said it last game, but we always get one Salty Roper, and it just happens to be our last game. Come on. You survive one more turn with your flyer, at least, or with your two, any of your manlands here, man. You have at least two. I don't know what your outs are from here. You've used 2 Depopulates and 3 Farewells. That's too many board wipes in any deck, but... the Salty Ropers are the most satisfying when you're winning. You get a concession? No. How many timeouts do you get anyways? Sometimes I feel like it's too many. Alright, welcome back. We're here for the deck wrap up. Today we played 5 games. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, I guess, because the last 3 games were pretty long. The first 2 went by so fast. This deck was awesome. We went 4-1 on the ladder today. Alright, like I said, I used this deck. Good game, good series overall. I'll see you guys in a minute for the wrap up. And I still would say it's very, very good. A couple things to note. Atraxa is very sweet. We didn't get to see it too many times. I think if you are going to play it, there may need to be another black mana source of some sort. Just because it's very hard to get that domain with the current list. There's not too many black mana tools in here. But if you have it, it's very good. Most of the time you'll be casting Leyline Binding for 2. Beanstalk is still so broken. There's a reason why it was banned in Modern. And it's a very good deck if you guys want to pick it up, play, and grind for yourself. Let me know if you have any recommendations for decks to play in the future. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.